Assalamualaikum students, welcome to the mathematics class. Today is our first lesson, so we will be beginning with the first chapter, which is addition and subtraction. So please open page number 28 of your book. Open page number 28, which is chapter 3 of your book, addition and subtraction. Okay, this is our first chapter of our syllabus. In this chapter you will learn the concept of addition, subtraction and how to solve word problems. So let's proceed to the next slide and start learning. For example, I have two numbers 19 and 13 and I need to add these two numbers. Now what we used to do usually, I would simply add 19 plus 13 and I would get 32. I hope you know how to add two numbers. So what I will do, I would simply add 19 and 13 and I would get 32. But there are different methods through which you can actually add two numbers. Instead of adding the two numbers directly, what I am going to do, I am going to apply the breaking method. I am going to break any number and then I am going to add the two numbers. So in this case, if I have 19 and 13, what I did, I just broke 13 into two numbers 1 and 12. Now I know that if I break 13 into 1 and 12, 1 plus 12 is 13, right? So I am going to break 13 into two such numbers that if I add them together, I again get 13. So 1 plus 12 is 13. I broke 13 into two numbers 1 and 12. Okay, 1 plus 12 is 13, right? So I have done it correctly. Now instead of adding 19 with 13, I am going to first add 19 plus 1, which is 20, and then 20 plus 12, which is 32. So I get my final answer 32. So what do we do in this method, in the breaking method? Instead of adding the two numbers directly, we actually break any number. Okay, once you are done with the breaking, then you do not use the number you have broken. Okay, you do not use that number, but you are going to use these simpler forms to do the addition. Okay, so 19 plus 1 is 20, 20 plus 12 is 32, so my answer is correct. Again you can see 19 plus 13, I get my answer 32, but I will not use the direct method. I am going to use the breaking method. I break 13 into two numbers. If I write 10 here, what number would I write here? 10 plus dash is 13. 10 plus 3 is 13. Okay, so 10 and 3. Now I will not use 13, instead I will use 10 and 3. So 19 plus 10 is 29 and 29 plus 3 is 32. So I get my answer 32. Another example, for example, you have 45 plus 37. So instead of adding the two numbers directly, you can easily do that and you will get 82. But I am not adding them directly. Instead I am breaking the numbers. I am breaking 45 into two numbers 40 and 5. Obviously 40 plus 5 is 45. And I am breaking 37 as well into two numbers 30 and 7, because 30 plus 7 is 37. Now once I have broken both these numbers, now I am not going to use them, but I am going to use these simpler forms 40, 5, 30 and 7. So let's add them together. I will not add 40 plus 5 again because I will get 45 again. So I am adding 40 and 30. So 40 and 30 is 70 and 5 and 7 is 12. Okay, 5 plus 7 is 12. Again you are going to add 70 and 12, which is 82. So basically in this method what do? We do not add the two numbers directly, but instead we break the numbers and we add the numbers separately and you will get the same answer. Okay. For example, I have another example, 36 plus 7. Now I know 36 plus 7, if I add these together, what do I get? I get 43. Okay, I hope you know how to add the numbers directly. You can always directly add the numbers, right? You can do it easily. You will get 43. 36 plus 7 is 43. But if I don't want to add them directly, what do? I break any number. For example, I am breaking 7. I'm breaking 7 into 4 and 3. I know 4 plus 3 is 7. You can take any number. You can take 1 and 6. 1 plus 6 is also 7. 2 plus 5 is also 7. 3 plus 4 is also 7. 4 plus 3 is also 7 as I have written here. And then 5 plus 2 is also 7. So you can take any pair. It's not important that you take 4 and 3 and only. Okay. So once I have broken 7 into 4 and 3, I'm not going to use 7. I'm going to use 4 and 3. So first 36 plus 4 is 40. 40 plus 3 is 43. So now we have another method through which we can actually solve the addition problems. For example, I'm adding two numbers 117 and 40. I'm adding two numbers 117 and I just add them directly and I get 132. 7 plus 5 is 12. 1 plus 1 plus the same result. And once, as I told you, it's not important that you can only take 7 into which I have done in my example. 6 and now you can use 5 and 2. It's how do I show you? How do I show you the method? Is that what have I done here? Instead of adding the numbers directly, you can actually how do I add these two numbers together? Solve 7 plus 5. First add the 1, it's easy, then add the 10 here and then add the what you do in your rough work, first add the number directly in your rough and then 100. Add the numbers directly 7 and get your plus 5 ones. Okay? And then in your normal work, what do you do? You show me the breaking method. Okay? When I add them together, what do I get? You get in your breaking method. What do I get when I add them together? 7 plus 5 direct method. 7, 8, the answers are different. 11, doing 12. That means I've got 12 ones. That means you are right. I've got 12 ones. So 12 ones are actually a very 12 ones is a very big amount. You can have 1 ones, 2 ones, 3 ones, 4 ones, 6 ones, 7 ones, 8 ones, 9 ones. 10 ones actually make 110. You know that, right? 10 ones together make 110. So now here I have got 12 ones. So 12 is bigger than 10. 12 is bigger than 10. So let's remove the 10 ones and put them in the 110 portion. And how many are remaining? If I put the 10 ones here, so how many are remaining? 12 minus 10 is 2. So 2 ones are remaining because I have transferred 10 ones here. I know 10 ones is what? 110. So I have transferred the 10 ones to the tens portion. So you see, you can see that I have transferred the 10 ones to this portion, right? You can see here, right? So I've got an extra 110 here. So initially I had how many 110s? 110 of 117 and 110 of 15, right? 1 and 1. And I have got one more 110 from the ones column. So how many tens are there altogether? 1, 2 and 3. There are now 3 tens. 2 ones, 3 tens. Now how many hundreds? I've got only 100 here. Only 100 from 117. There was no 100 in 15. Okay? So only 100 here. I move the 100 down. So what is my final answer? 100, 3 tens and 2 ones. 100, 3 tens and 2 ones would make 132. Now you can see I have another example, 28 and 15. So 28 plus 15, what do I do? I am going to use the place value method. Let's add the ones together and the tens together. So 8 plus 5. 8 ones plus 5 ones is what? 8 ones plus 5 ones is 13 ones. 13 ones. You know that 10 ones make 110. Okay? So let's transfer the 10 ones to the 10 column. And how many are remaining? 13 minus 10 is 3. So 3 ones are remaining here. I have transferred 10 ones to this column, which is actually 110. Okay, so I've got 3 ones here, and let's add the tens together. 210 plus 110 plus 1 extra 10 from the ones. So how many tens? 1, 2, 3 and 4 tens. So what is the final number? 4 tens and 3 ones, which make 43. So the thing here to understand is that always remember 10 ones make 110. If there are 10 ones, 110, pass it to the left side, that is to the tens column. I have showed you this twice. I have shown you this thing twice. Okay, 10 ones make 110, and if there are 10 ones or more than 10 ones, make sure you transfer the 10 ones to the tens column, because 10 ones make 110. If there are 10 tens, 8 tens, 9 tens, it's okay. When there are 10 tens, that makes 100. So if there are 10 tens, 100, pass it to the left side, that is to the hundreds column. Then you're going to transfer it to the hundreds column. If there are 10 hundreds, 5 hundreds, okay, 6 hundreds, okay, 9 hundreds, okay, but when there are 10 hundreds, that would make 1000. So you will transfer the 1000 to the 1000 column. Make sure you do the transferring thing. Let's revise. For example, I have 15 plus 17 plus 5, and I need to add these together. Okay. Now the thing is that you can simply add these three numbers and you will get your answer, which is 37. You can do this in your rough work. But in the question it is asked, explain how you arrived at your answer. So you need to show me a particular method. Okay, you need to show me a particular method. So how would you show me the method? You will actually do the breaking method. Okay. So in this case I have broken 15. In this case I have broken 15. It's up to you. You can even break 10, 17. You can even break 5. I've broken 15, 10 and 5. 10 plus 5 is 15. You could also have broken 17 into 10 and 7. You could also have broken 5 into 3 and 2. 3 plus 2 is 5. So in this case I have broken 15, 10 and 5. So once I have broken 15, I am not going to use it. 10 plus 5 plus 17 plus 5. Let's add these together. So 10 plus 5 plus 17 plus 5. First I have added 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 17 is 27. And then 27 plus 10 is 37. So 15 plus 7 plus 5 is 37. This is my breaking method. I have used the simpler forms to add, and I get the same answer, which is 37. In this case, 354 plus 86. What have I done? I have broken 354 into two numbers, 354, and I have also broken 86 into two numbers, 80 and 6. Now let's add these together. 300, I'm not going to add 354 again, because I'm going to get 354 again. So I'm not going to do that. 300 plus 80 is 380. 54 plus 6 is 60. Now let's add this together. 380 plus 60 is 440. So my answer is 440. You can also do it directly and you will get the same answer, 440. Okay. So this is the breaking method. Break any bigger number, get it into its simpler forms, use those simpler forms to add, and you will get the same answer. Okay. I hope you have understood today's lecture. Make sure you do the assignments and the worksheets provided to you. We will continue our lecture in the next class.